This 26 Sports and CCTV high school football presentation is brought to you by Cadillac Casting Incorporated.
All right, welcome back everybody to Veterans Memorial Stadium. The Vikings have the ball, 2nd down and 10. There's a give up the middle, short yardage by McDaniel, I believe that was.
Yep, it's going to be about third and 7.
3rd and 7. We have an 8-point lead for the Northmen, 27-19. Jason Main along with Bill Dooley bringing you the action here. Great crowd.
Number 55, Michael Deedy made that tackle. He's a senior defensive lineman for Petoskey. No, lots of game left. You don't have to be in a panic if you're Cadillac.
Not at all. There's a keeper, and right there wrapping him up is Muller. Boy, has he had a good game too, Jason. Lucas Muller just engulfed Tip Baker, and that's going to make it 4th and 10.
Yeah, I think you got to punt it here and try to pin him deep.
Yep.
You know, if you don't, you give him a short field and
you've got a weapon in Cooper Benson with the punt as long as his foot is feeling good.
Yeah, it looks like
Keegan Brooks is going to punt.
There,
okay, so that is a little bit different.
Cooper's he's standing here on the sideline, and I mean, it looks like he's kind of ready to go, but
there's a low line shot kick. This should get a good roll all the way down to the 15-yard line. Nice job by Keegan Brooks to pin him down deep. And coming up in the 4th quarter, we are going to feature Andrew Giddens as our player profile. That'll be coming up in just a little bit. So Vikings now will have to play a little D.
Yeah, they got down to the 15-yard line, and if they can stop them a couple times here. You know, Petoskey's probably going to go back to their run offense and their tight formations and try to run off the clock here.
You know, there's a lot of time and they're in deep. I don't know if I would just, you know what I mean? You hate to do that as a coach because they're, you know, that slot formation with the receivers has been so effective tonight.
Yep. Well, you called it. Here it is right here, slot right. And most likely they'll try to keep it in their running back and quarterback's hands.
There's a give to Mitchell. Mitchell breaking through a little bit, but the Vikings seal it off at about the 19-yard line. A gain of about 3 or 4. Trying to see who his blocker was on that one. Number 60. That might have been, that's Michael Anthony was one of the lead blockers on that play. 10 minutes to go here in the game. Still an 8-point game. The Vikings down by 8.
Cooper's on the sideline running around here.
Trying to get loosened up a little bit.
I think he's trying to convince the trainer he's okay to go back in.
Got Jake Lee split out to the left, and you got McCloskey to the right. There's a give to Mitchell up the middle. The Vikings.
Great play there.
Yeah. On it quickly. That looks like number.
Looks like Owen Klaus there again.
Owen Klaus.
Yep.
So Owen's starting to come alive here in the 3rd and 4th quarters with some big tackles.
3rd and 5 for Petoskey at the 20-yard line.
Boy, so important that the Vikings stop this one to, you know, just to keep them deep in that zone. We've got a shotgun formation. Mitchell is in the backfield looking to pass. There's a quick slant to Whitmore. Whitmore breaks a tackle. He'll get the first down and more. Whitmore still going. He's cutting to the middle of the field, and he's met right there by Cole Flint. But a beautiful play. Great toss.
Looks like a flag came in late there.
Could have been a face mask at the end of the play.
Yep. That's usually the area of it.
Yeah. But, boy, I tell you what, Wilson, man, right on the money with that toss.
You know, they got some pretty fast receivers. Number 5, Gabe Whitmore, is pretty quick, and Cadillac is respecting his speed. And it's going to be a personal foul.
It is a face mask. So is that a 15-yarder?
Yeah, 15 yards. So.
From the end of the run, let's see. Wow. Man, what a huge, you're talking inside the 20 to midfield in one play.
30 yards.
Over midfield.
35-yard play right there.
Wow. And that's kind of been what hurt Cadillac tonight. Remember the one when they had them on the four penalties?
4th and 22.
4th and 22, touchdown.
Yep, and actually I don't think that was a blown coverage or anything. I think their outside linebacker was supposed to cover with him. He just is not fast enough to get there.
Right. Now a new set of downs for the Northmen, and they'll give it to Mitchell. Mitchell blasting through all the way down to the 37, close to a first down. Nice job by Jalen Mitchell. Vikings defense needs something big right here. They are on the 38-yard line with 8:20 to go in the game. Cadillac absolutely needs to stop them. Jake Lee to the left, McCloskey to the right. Here's the give to Jalen Mitchell. Mitchell still going. He's got the first down. That's good, tough running, interior running.
And they got some horses up front too that they're just pushing the pile with, and here comes Kohani in to add a little.
They're getting the first down.
Yep, it's going to be first and 10 on the 38.
We're going to get ready to key up here Andrew Giddens in just a second. Here's our player profile. Coming out of the game is Jordan Burr, number 21, and back in is Whitmore, and Wilson coming in with the play. Clock running with 7.5 minutes to go in the game.
It's a big drive. We get a stop right here for Cadillac.
Wilson's going to keep it, and he'll go down pretty quickly, right around the 35. The Vikings do a good job.
Yeah, while they get set there, our player profile is number 12, Andrew Giddens. Andrew's parents are Julie and Rich Giddens. He has a sister named Bailey. Besides football, Andrew plays basketball and track. He likes to spend time outdoors or go in the gym and experiment with new dunks.
I like it.
Andrew plans to attend college after high school and hopefully run track. So congratulations to Andrew on being our player profile for the fourth quarter tonight.
That's right. Congratulations, Andrew. It is 2nd down and 10.
Pass here.
There's a pass and a slant and a catch by Jake Lee. Jake Lee breaks loose to 10-5. Touchdown, Northmen. Another great catch by the senior Jake Lee.
Hey, Tanner Cochran was right there. You know, he even used the correct hand on it, you know, and everything. But the ball snuck through there, and Jake Lee made a heck of a catch and run after it to score.
Yeah, we'll get a second look at that. That's 2 catches where Jake Lee has absolutely stripped the ball away from the defender on a great coverage.
Big, strong hands, and you know, Jake is 6'5", 175 pounds, and he just overpowers him.
And here's the kick that is up and good, and 7 more points on the board. It is now Petoskey 34 and the Vikings 19. And that was a killer drive by the Northmen. And here we go, Jason. We're going to take a look at this one on replay. There's the pass and draped all over him, and then the speed of Jake Lee and Owen Klaus tried to make a tackle, but nice job by Jake on that play. You look at Tanner. He was coming over the top. He did everything he could.
Yep.
Great job there, though.
And once again, you know, quarterback is deadly accurate. You know, Joel Wilson is putting the ball right where it needs to be.
Yeah.
He's tall enough to see everything, and he's got all kinds of time, and it's a recipe for disaster for the secondary.
Yeah, he certainly has the tools with that extra height, and I tell you what, he's shown that he can throw it deep, and he's shown that he can throw the slant pass.
Yep.
I mean, even the touch pass across the middle. That's
for a touchdown, yeah. Well, hey, Cadillac, don't give up. You got 6 minutes left, and
there's a squib kick taken by Olsen at the 40. Olsen up the 45 and almost to midfield for the Vikings. So really good field position here with 6.5 minutes to go, and they've got all their timeouts.
Yep.
And they really need to have like 3 or a couple plays going into the huddle right now.
Right. Looks like I don't see Cooper on the sideline. Hopefully he's back in there.
Now Waterboy tonight, Jason.
Oh yeah, Eli's back at Waterboy tonight, and he played some Pop Warner plays at halftime, and then
I heard his name called at Pop Warner.
did
so
you?
yes.
Yep.
So Eli Main is the Waterboy tonight for the Vikings.
Got his pants on. Maybe he's probably asking to go in the game if he can.
All right, the Vikings, they need a couple quick scores here. Here's a give up the middle to McDaniel, and he's dragging Northman with him.
He got 4 yards after the initial hit.
Keegan Peel went for a ride as McDaniel just refused to go down.
Second and 6 for Cadillac. Important they keep the plays coming and not waste time in between if they can.
Ryan Cox, the center for the Vikings, will get down and get ready to snap the ball to Baker. Got Keegan Brooks and Cochran. There's a give to McDaniel. McDaniel's got some space, and he's got a first down inside the 40.
Stop the clock, get the chains moved, and they're going no huddle here, and this is what you practice every week for this kind of situation. So
yeah, your 2-minute drill has been put into the 6-minute category because the Vikings need 2 touchdowns. That goes up the middle, and that goes nowhere for the Vikings. Nice job defensively. Nick Plath with the tackle. I don't know if I told you that my buddy Mark Plath is that's his son, and I went to school with Mark in Rogers City. So a shout out to Mark if he watches this game up in later on at Petoskey or another day. Back to pass is Tip Baker over the middle. There's a good reception there to, is that Cooper? Yeah. Oh no, that was Keegan. Brooks. That was Keegan Brooks on a nice catch over the middle.
Yep, that's a tough catch to make, and you got to catch it and find the linebackers. But 3rd and 4 for Cadillac here. Tip did a good job. He checked down to Keegan.
There is a keeper by Baker. He's going to cut it up. He's got more yardage down to the 20, carrying another one. He's still going at the 10, down into the 8. And we've got to see a replay on that one, Jason. That was just one of those runs where he didn't want to come down, so we'll see if our crew can get that one queued up here in a second.
Hey, great job by Tip. He wanted to pitch the ball at first, and he kind of said, nope, he's not open, and he pulled it and took it himself.
We probably won't see it because they're in the hurry-up offense, but it is 4:50. Clock is running.
1st and goal at the 8.
Yep, 8-yard line. There's a give up the middle, and the surge is going to take it all the way down to the 5-yard line. 4:30 now to go in the game.
Kind of got Petoskey on their heels a little bit, so if you're Cadillac, you want to just keep pounding it, hang on to the football, and get it in the end zone.
Step 1 is to punch it in. And that one is sniffed out nicely there by the Northman defense with a no gain.
3rd and goal at about the 5-yard line.
Gain of 1 yard on the play. Bring up 3rd goal for the 5.
Baker is getting the play from Tanner Cochran, number 7. Tanner was one of our profile players tonight.
And Cadillac needs to score quick.
There's a pitch out and a fumble, and he'll just fall on top of it as Seth Olson. Petoskey has now got Cadillac in a precarious position here. It's going to be 4th down and probably 7.
Yeah, it's a big play right here, Cadillac.
Well, this is the game right now for Cadillac. They gotta stick it in the end zone. 3:30, clock is running. Wondering if they'll call timeout on a critical play. Well,
they want to save them, I guess.
Yep.
But those are precious seconds ticking away.
Yep.
Almost need a little more sense of urgency out of Cadillac right here, but.
Baker looking in the end zone towards, he's going to take it and dive. I think he's in.
They're going to mark him short. They're going to mark him down.
Oh, my word. You got it. That's if we can see that one on a replay. I thought he went over the body of Petoskey, and we'll see if we can get that one.
The pylon got knocked down.
Yeah.
And they must have thought his knee hit first.
Well, the referees, we're going to take a look at this one here in just a second. We have some time. Here we go. Going to the pylon. He's still, Nia's not down, and he's over the line on the dive. Boy, isn't that?
It is close.
That was amazing because he went up and over and actually hit the line on the.
No.
Sometimes you'll have a referee come in and help him from that far side, but yeah.
It looked like his shoulder hit, and it's tough to tell where the ball is when his shoulder hit.
Right.
So, well, you know, stranger things have happened. They got him pinned down, and And in high school football, you know, a fumble in a quick score is definitely possible.
All right, we must have a penalty on the play also. Let's see if we can get a call here. I'm thinking it could be unsportsmanlike if they weren't happy with the call, but I don't know that for sure.
Was it on the sideline? Did they call it on the sideline?
You know, not sure on it at this point. We can only surmise.
Yeah, well, that gives them a little breathing room, but you know, Cadillac still has 3 timeouts, and
here's the give to Jalen Mitchell. Mitchell churns forward for a couple yards. The Vikings will stop him there. We want to get our sponsors here. Pizza Plus, and Pizza Plus brought in the pizza and the sandwiches for everybody here in the booth, so just a shout out to them on the delicious food they bring in. Doug Glass, Godfrey Chevrolet Buick, Fox Motors of Cadillac, the Walkley Agency, LC Materials, Napa Auto Parts with locations in Cadillac, Lake City, and Big Rapids, Cadillac Tire, and Cadillac Casting. So once again, thank you so much to our sponsors.
Petoskey's coming out in their double wing offense, and I imagine they'll just pound sand here to try to keep the clock moving. Jalen Mitchell.
Mitchell makes his way up, maybe about 3 yards shy, but at this point it's see if the Vikings are going to be calling some timeouts.
3 yards on the play.
Nope, not seeing that at this point. They probably figure they have 2 scores, so they'd have to save them. But Petoskey, do you know what the play clock is? High school, is it 45?
Usually it's a 25-second clock, but they have changed it where they blow the whistle right away and then give them 40 seconds.
Okay.
So as soon as the play's dead, it's 40 seconds from the time that play is dead.
Okay. We got 1:30 to go in the game. It is now a timeout for Petoskey. That kind of a little strange there.
Well, they want to keep it going. But let's talk about our crew tonight from My News 26. Our director is Wyatt Van Dynen. The replay is Morris Langworthy Jr. And then we have 3 great camera people tonight. It's Megan Benson, Heather Stilson, and Rain Johnson Hill.
Great. We want to let everybody know if you want to get a DVD copy of this game, that is available. Individual copies. You can also order a set for the whole season, and that goes for both the McBain, Pine River, Lake City, Manton, Mesick, and Cadillac. You can contact the station at 577-1844, or you can go to www.mynews26.com. Great gift.
Kind of the tale of tonight, Bill, has been back and forth. We've gone scores from Petoskey, Cadillac, and really Petoskey got 2 in a row is it. And that was the game.
And it's been big plays, really, that has hurt Cadillac. They almost jump. There's some movement. I don't see a flag. And Jalen Mitchell all the way up to the 40 on just a tough run on the right side.
Yeah, that's a dagger right there in the first down. And, you know, Cadillac does have 3 timeouts, but needing 2 scores is.
Yep, it's a tall order here. We've got I think, a timeout. Yep. Yes, we do have a timeout on the field. That'll give us a time here to talk about our sports broadcasts are produced with cooperation between the Wexford Misaki Career Tech Center, CCTV, and My News 26. Students will run the cameras, do the graphics and instant replay, and they're supervised by a pro director. This year we have 2 completely outfitted vans, and they're filming 2 different football games every week. So what a treat for our viewers out there to have games going on in 2 different areas and HD cameras.
Yeah, now Cadillac, next week, Cadillac actually will be back on the road again against Alpena, correct?
Making a long drive to Alpena. In our games coming up, Jason, our Lake City next week, Lake City at Manton and Manistee Catholic Central at Mesick. That's Friday, September 15th. We will have 2 games going that night. Lake City, Manton, Manistee Catholic Central, and Mesick.
Looks like Petoskey tries to run around the right side there, and Cadillac stopped him, but unfortunately they're running out of time here. Petoskey actually goes to Traverse City West next week, so that'll be a good game. They'll play September 15th.
Yeah, tonight is the Patriot game between TC West and TC Central. I'm pretty sure that's always a huge game up there, played at Thoroughly Stadium. And
I heard the Titans were up early on them a little bit, but I didn't hear a score update as of late.
Cadillac opened the season with 3 home games, so now they're gonna hit the road for a little bit here. They'll, like you said, they're gonna go to Alpena, then they're gonna travel to Godwin Heights. That's down south of Grand Rapids.
Yep.
Then they will go to Gaylord before their next home game will be TC West on October the 6th.
Which is homecoming. So
that's homecoming. So
and after these first 3 games, Cadillac only has 2 home games.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, it's a quick season, when you start before school like that.
All right, we've got 1:20 to go. Here's a pitch to Jalen Mitchell, and Mitchell takes the pile with him all the way up to near the first down, and Jalen Mitchell has just had a very strong game tonight, running interior, running with speed on the outside.
Yeah, he's hard to bring down. He's got some good moves laterally, and he's pretty powerful too. It takes a couple guys to bring him down. Bill, Wyoming Godwin Heights, they always have great athletes there down in Grand Rapids, and
yep.
They're kind of an inner city school, and they get a lot of good athletes. They have some great coaches there, and over the years they've produced some really good college players out of there too. So
no kidding. Once again, we want to congratulate our player profiles tonight. That was Andrew Giddens, Emma Lloyd, Jacob Van Dree, and was it Tanner
Cochran?
Tanner Cochran. So congratulations to those seniors, and for all the extracurricular activities, if I can say that. Mitchell, he's got a first down.
Petoskey probably will take a knee, and that'll be it.
Yep, because the clock will stop momentarily for them to move the markers up, and that's gonna that'll probably do it here for the Vikings. I'm sure they're going to be a little disappointed.
Yeah, they were pretty optimistic about having a good shot tonight, and they had some good game plan in place, I think, to stop some of their inside-outside runs, but Petoskey threw the ball significantly more tonight than they ever have.
Oh yeah, that was quite an aerial show. And that last year they had a young team. They went 1-8 in the Big North, and this year you can see they're ready to go. They've got 20-some seniors. They've got a really good football team, and
they're
got
a big roster, and they can practice. They can practice a lot, almost like a college team we said earlier. And they got some big kids that can focus on one side of the ball. And you saw it in the second half. They're not as tired. They're a little more fresh. And
right.
Although the quarterback Joe Wilson is playing both sides of the ball and still making some great plays.
Yeah, they're gonna cause some problems in the Big North this year, that's for sure. Well, the clock is gonna run. The teams are gonna. Petoskey is congratulating each other on a big victory on the road. That's always a nice thing to get that victory on the road. And our final score here from the Veterans Memorial Stadium is the Petoskey Northmen 34 and the Cadillac Vikings 19. Jason and I will be back in just a moment to wrap it up. You are watching high school football action on 26 Sports and CCTV.